first, new month, new budget. January was a long one. It was a rough one. It feels like it's like 3 months long, I swear to God. But we did it. We got through it. And today is Kobo Day. I get to pick up my Kobo. We wanted to wait until the new month, new budget and all of that to add it to the budget. So I was a very good girl and did not impulse buy it and have waited and researched and all of the things. So I am ready to go and pick up my Kobo. And so in this video, I'm going to take you along with me. We're going to buy it, then we're going to bring it home and unbox it and set it all up. And I'm going to hopefully get Kobo Unlimited. Yeah, it's going to be a whole video all about the Kobo e-reader. I am like a complete e-reader virgin, so you're going to be learning right alongside me. So we're going to figure it all out together. But first things first, let's go get the Kobo. I'm back. Here she is. So it's still all in the box, but I'm going to take it and we'll do like a little unboxing of it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't know what book I want to read first. Yeah. So let's go unbox it. Like, hopefully it's charged. I find they usually are charged. At first I thought they weren't going to have them in stock, so I checked online as we were driving there. And we decided to go into a Walmart just in case, because we had some other things that we needed to get anyway. So we popped in and they just had this one. They didn't have the Libra, which I wasn't gonna get, but I kind of wanted to compare, see if I could hold them, but they didn't have them out. They had like one staff person there, so I didn't get a whole lot of video today because it was very busy. I feel like everyone's trying to get all their shopping done maybe before these tariffs come into effect, but anyway, yeah, let's go unbox it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, guys.
Hi.
Oh, is it recording?
Yeah.
No! Put that back!
Ooh, look how pretty she is. Okay, so I have it set up and I connected my library card to it. So I have a 30-day free trial of Kindle Plus Unlimited. I thought it was going to be a bit better than I think it is. It looks like it's quite limited in the library. I'm sure there will be stuff that I can find. I'm a little, I don't know if I'm disappointed, but I feel like I expected a little better for that service. I thought maybe it was too good to be true, to be honest. So I'm not hugely surprised, but you still need to buy your books. So some of these books are still quite expensive. There is one here. They must have deals. So I'm gonna have to go through and play with this a little bit, but there's one here, How to Solve Your Own Murder. It's usually $16.99. It's on for $1.99. So I feel like it must be like how Kindle has Kindle deals of the day or whatever it is. I just have to figure out how to work that all out. But yeah, it's very light, feels nice. I like that it has color. So Growing Goats and Girls is one that I've been looking at, and it's on for $4.99. So I guess it's like kind of like the Kindle deal of the day. That's what I'm thinking, or deal, whatever it's called. But I'm not sure how to access and see what exactly is available. So then I guess you get points, and then you can redeem points. For every book you buy, you get points, and then you can redeem points to buy books. So I have the, like I said, I have the 30-day free trial. So I'm gonna really like delve into it and see what I like, what I don't like, if it's worth it, if it's not worth it. So we'll go from there. A lot of the things that I want this for is for like reading in bed at night, because Mike likes to go to bed very early, and sometimes I don't feel like going to bed early, but I don't want to sit up in the living room by myself. I just want to be cozy in bed and fall asleep reading. So the fact that I can read this and not need to have a light on to like disturb him, that feels like a good thing. I thought that the Kobo Unlimited was going to be a little better. So we'll see. I'm going to keep looking at it, and then I'll share what I find. Hello friends, I'm back. I have spent the better part of the weekend, so most of like Saturday afternoon and Sunday and this morning, playing with my new Kobo. I've learned some things. I'm wiser now. I feel like I should start this by reminding you that I am a complete e-reader newbie. I have never had a Kindle. I have never had an e-reader. I've never had a Kobo, any of that. I have used like the Kindle apps, the Libby app, and things like that, but I do not like reading on my phone or my iPad. Our iPad is a shared iPad. It's one that my daughters and we all went in on it one Christmas, maybe 4 years ago. When I started the YouTube channel, I wanted it for editing, which I never get it for that anymore. I just use my phone. And my two daughters basically use it for drawing on Procreate all the time. So it's a very in-demand product in our house. Plus, I like the idea of having a distraction-free device to read on without being pulled by other dings and notifications and all of those things. So I feel like I need to say that. So some of this stuff, if you've been using an e-reader for ages, maybe this won't be interesting to you or a surprise to you, but this is kind of me coming at it from like with very fresh eyes and with my expectations, and maybe my expectations were too high. But yeah, that's where we're coming from. So take from that what you will. My review is my review, and these are my thoughts and feelings. This was purchased with my own money, not sponsored or anything like that. So these are my very real feelings, thoughts and feelings. First of all, I like the feel of it. I like how light it is. I do like that it has color. That was the biggest thing that I didn't really like about e-readers, was that they're black and white. I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter that much because most of the time you're just reading text, which is black and white anyway. So it's not, now that I have it, it's like, okay, I could probably deal with a black and white screen. It's not a big deal. The thing that I was most excited about has been the most disappointing. What I like about it is that it's distraction free, it's light, it's comfortable. I can read it in the dark without straining my eyes. I can read it in bed while my husband sleeps and snores beside me without disturbing him and keeping him awake. He's very sensitive to light and noises and all of that. So sometimes I don't want to go to bed when he goes to bed, but I also don't want to, I don't want to go to sleep when he goes to sleep. And I don't want to sit up in the living room. I just want to kind of read till I can just roll over and fall asleep, you know? So I like that I can do that with this now without disturbing him too much. I really like that it tells you like some stats. So if I go into the book that I'm currently reading, I'm on chapter 16, but so it gives you stats up at the top. So it's like the next chapter will take me 10 minutes to read. Oops, I just closed it. It looks like I'm about halfway through the book and I have about 6 hours to go at my pace because my pace is super slow. In this house, there is not a lot of quiet. I don't get a lot of uninterrupted reading time, so I feel like my stats are going to be pretty abysmal. I also really like that if there's a word that you're like, what does that mean again? Like, there's not a whole lot of words that I don't know the meaning or can't figure out what the meaning is, but I like that you can just highlight it and immediately have it tell you what it means. Like, gives you a definition. I also really like highlighting it. You're able to highlight. I think they give you 4 colors. It's very easy to highlight, which I love because I like highlighting sometimes you'll just stop and you'll hear or you'll read something and you just stop and you read it over again and you stop and you read it over again. And you want to commit it to memory or somehow remember it. You might not want to mark your book up. So I really like that I can highlight it in here. Now, I'm not sure how you can find the highlighted text within a book. Like, I have to look into that actually. Where would that be? Oh, you can fold down like dog-ear a page if you want to. That's kind of fun. I didn't know I could do that. I just figured that out. But yeah, I like the stats and I like the highlighting and I like the dictionary. I like the size of the font and everything. Like, I just left it as is. It feels like I can get through a page of text quickly, and it makes me feel like a fast reader, which I'm not. I like stopping and absorbing words and a turn of phrase or the way someone describes something. I really like to make sure I get every detail. So I'm not a skimmer. I like to really absorb the words that I'm reading. So I am a slow reader, but this actually makes me feel like I'm reading quite quickly because I'm just turning the pages. And yeah, I went on Amazon and I wasn't sure what kind of case I wanted for it because I don't want to add a lot of weight or bulk to it because I like how tiny this is and like light. So I didn't go for like the foldable one. I went for just a clear case like that would go on like the back of your phone, like a clear case that goes on the back. But I also invested in a pop socket. I have used them on my phone. They make it difficult to put my phone in tripods. That's why I stopped using them. But I ordered a pop socket because that would be the most comfortable way if I could just have my hand like this rather than having to, it would just make my life easier. I just feel like that would be the most ergonomic way. So those are the 2 accessories that I've ordered for it. I'll probably put some like fun stickers, not on it, but like tuck them in on here for decorative purposes. That's what all the girlies are doing. The thing that I am most disappointed about and I was most excited about, so it's probably just a case of my expectations being too high, was the Kobo Unlimited subscription. So I signed up for a free subscription because you get 30 days free. I'm really glad that I haven't paid for it because, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. You can get audio only, ebook only, or a combo. So I went with the combo, which is $12.99 a month. I thought that's gonna be fantastic. Like, I basically was looking at it like a book rental service, right? Where you could go in. I realized that the books, you didn't own them unless you specifically purchased them separately from the subscription. But I thought that the selection would be greater. So I feel like I downloaded the Kobo app on my phone as research, and I was looking at the catalog and I would search things, and they had no prices and they had no, it didn't say included in Kobo Plus or not. Like, it didn't define, it just showed you the whole catalog that they have, not specifically Kobo Unlimited and paid and how much they were. And I watched a lot of tutorials, not tutorials, but like reviews on YouTube. And I feel like no one was talking about Kobo Unlimited. So I just thought, well, all of these are included because I signed in, created an account and everything. And I didn't sign up for the trial because I didn't want to waste it. before I had the Kobo. So I signed up for the free trial, and then quickly, very quickly, I think you probably saw the light leave my eyes yesterday or on Saturday when I came back and said how disappointed I was in it. Yeah, it is very, very, very limited what you can get on Kobo Plus. There are a few little things, and there are some decent deals, but you really have to kind of dig for them, I'm finding. Maybe it's my inexperience, maybe I'm not following how to find the deals. But there was a book, I ended up purchasing a book for $1.99, which is fine. That's a great price. Like, it's kind of like, I guess it's like daily deals, but they don't really like showcase them. So you put books in your wish list, and it doesn't say, oh, you know, when you open up your Kobo, it doesn't say, oh, your wish list items are on sale. Like, it does, there's no notification, there's nothing like that I've seen. So you kind of have to go through your wish list and check the prices, because yesterday one of the books I was looking at was, I think it was $11.99 or $16.99, and today it's on for $1.99. So I might grab that. I did purchase a book, How to Solve Your Own Murder, because that was one that I kind of had my eye on and for like months now, and it was on for $1.99. So I grabbed it. The only books that I was able to really find in Kobo Plus that I wanted to read were older books. Anne of Green Gables, Pride and Prejudice, Emma. I actually haven't read those two books, and I feel very ashamed. It seems like everything points to those books, that I should love those books, but I just cannot get into them. But I'm thinking, oh, maybe I will try with this, because, you know, they're free, they're on hand, they're just right there in front of me. Maybe I'll try it. The Little Princess, The Little Prince, Cold Comfort Farm, a lot of ones that are probably in the public domain and that you could find probably online and use like Haliburton or something to reformat them so that you could use them on your Kindle. I think there's probably other ways to get them. I'm not sure if you have to have the subscription in order to get those books, because it feels like you shouldn't have to pay a subscription just to get like Anne of Green Gables and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was really excited about the audiobooks, because up until now, my husband really likes audiobooks. I do too, but I kind of let him have the credit because he drives an hour every day to and from work. Not an hour each way, but an hour a day. So he kind of uses that. So he and I like very different books. So a lot of our audiobooks are kind of more his books. But I thought, oh, that's fantastic. We can cancel Audible and just use this $12.99. We get Audible, unlimited Audible or audiobooks and ebooks. No. Like the audiobook prices, like let's say I will turn this on and look. And if we go to audiobooks, so the top 50 audiobooks, let's go into that. So like Fourth Wing, I have no desire, like I don't think it's my jam. I'm not being judgmental or anything, it's just not my thing. It's $41.99. Iron Flame, $48.99. And then there's Enigma in room 622, which I have thrifted a copy of that. It's $49.99 and it's on sale for $5.99. Okay, so, but it was written in 2022. Who is going to pay $49.99 for an audiobook? Like, what? I feel like that's not great. When the Moon Hatched, $49.99. So that seems a little bit crazy to me. Like, that feels bananas. Like, I'm not sure about that. And ebooks are kind of the same deal. Like, the prices are all over the place. Sometimes it'll show you, so like Shady Hollow, I have it somewhere in my house, but I cannot find it. So I just looked it up. It says buy now, but I'm not sure why it says buy now and doesn't give you a price. It doesn't give you a price. But all the other books have prices. Like Digital Minimalism, that was an ebook that I started reading, or not an ebook, an audiobook that I started reading and never finished. And I thought, oh, I should go back to that. That was decent, but it's $14.99. And it's like, I probably have that on Audible somewhere. It's just kind of like, some of the prices are great. Like this is one that I actually wanted, and yesterday it was $11.99 and today it's $1.99. So I might purchase it just to kind of build up. Like, I'm just gonna have to watch really carefully when these deals come up, because I feel like the deals aren't exactly like, advertised, which is, it could be a good thing too, because Kindle is probably always trying to sell to you. I don't personally know because I don't have a Kindle, but I feel like Kindle, that's one thing I have heard, is that they're always kind of trying to sell you, whereas Kobo is like, use the books you have or check your library. It's kind of a little more, it feels a little more wholesome. But this is the daily deal, daily ebook deal. So it looks like you only get one daily ebook deal. And today it's red, white, and royal blue for $2.99, regularly $12.99. I personally have never heard of this one. It looks like a romance, not really my jam. And then as you add things to your wish list, it'll start showing you things that are similar to Starling House. I did find Starling House on our library one. I have the hard copy, but I really do like the idea of having it all in your pocket. I'm just not sure how willing I am to pay the same price for an ebook as I would pay for like a hard copy of a book. I'm a little torn because I still love physical books and having physical books. If I can get it for like under $5, that feels worth it to me. But if I'm paying more than that, it just feels like, what am I paying that for? Why is it so expensive? Like, there's literally no book. And I understand that there are costs involved with ebooks and stuff, like resources, all of that. But personally, I am not sure if I would pay the same price for an ebook as I would for a physical book. Does that make sense? Personally, I'm not sure where I'm at with that. So I think it's just gonna be like playing with it and being really patient with the Libby stuff, because our library system seems very overworked. Most of the books, like if there's a new release, even like I've looked up Murder, She Wrote. I'm like, can I get a Murder, She Wrote book? Just borrow that from the library, and there's holds on that. There are books that were written in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, and they all have holds. Like almost everything has holds on them, and it's several months wait. Another thing that I'm thinking of doing or looking into is maybe paying for a library card, like a non-resident library card at like a bigger library, even Peterborough or Bracebridge or Ottawa or Toronto. I'm not sure, in hopes of like getting maybe a bigger selection. One thing I have really found that I love the library for is the magazines. They have an incredible selection of all the magazines you could want. And when magazines are $15, $16, $17 a piece, I just cannot justify buying them anymore. I still love magazines. I'm a very visual person. I love looking at magazines, but I just can't justify it for like maybe if I find one recipe that I want to use. So I have been really enjoying using the Libby app for that because it's incredible. I did think that I would be able to look at the magazines via the Libby app or the Overdrive app on the Kobo, but you can't do that. So that was kind of disappointing. So I look at them on my phone. To be fair, like the color on here is quite muted, so it's probably better on the iPhone or on the iPad, but that was a little disappointing to me. That was just something I found out that I wasn't aware of. I just assumed that you would be able to look at the magazines from Libby app on your Kobo, but you cannot. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm at with it. I think it's just going to take some time. I do really enjoy reading on it. I like the idea of being able to just take this one thing and put it in my purse and have it on me. I feel like it will encourage me to read more. Sometimes I'm afraid to take my book because I don't want it to get ripped or wet or kicked on the floor or forgotten in the car, you know, so I rarely take it. But I could see myself taking this to, like, if we have to wait in the dentist's office or go for a car ride, and I'm just waiting in the car, just doctor's appointments, anything. Like, I see myself bringing this a lot with me, and I can also see myself reading it like while I'm drying my hair or while I'm brushing my teeth. I definitely feel like I will use it that way, and I think over time I will eventually build up like a nice catalog of books in there that I can pull from. Like, when I see a good book go on sale, buy it. Not necessarily have to read it, because this will hold, I think it's 12,000 books. I mean, obviously it's not exact because, you know, books are all different lengths and sizes and all that. So, but that's a lot of books. That's incredible. I think I'm going to take some video of how many books we have in our house. And I would say about 90% of them, maybe 95% of them are thrifted. And I was kind of looking forward to being able to purge a few, like donate quite a few books and clear off some of our bookshelves, because I thought, well, you know, there are books that I've thrifted that I thought would be handy or nice to read if the mood struck. Then I thought, oh, well, if I can just grab it on here, then I'll let this book go. Like, obviously, I love having books. They're a comfort. My husband and I both agree that that's just one thing that we really love having. That is not the case. So it looks like I will be hanging on to all of my books, and I will still be thrifting. And like, I had stopped even looking at the books because I was like, oh, there's no point. I'll just get it on my Kobo. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's the review. That's my newbie review, my fully honest, unfiltered review of the Kobo and Kobo Unlimited. I really do like the Kobo. I'm not so crazy about the Kobo Unlimited. I think in time, I am going to look at getting a Kindle as well, or look at if I can get Kindle Unlimited and put them on my Kobo, because I think there is a way to do that, but I'm not sure if Kobo Unlimited, like, if that's legal. Like, if you buy a book on Kindle, you should be able to put it on your Kobo. That should be totally fine. I think there's a bit of a trick to it. I think you have to use a website called Haliburton to be able to like reformat the file so that it's the proper file, because they use different files. But I'm not sure if you can use Kobo Unlimited and then put them on your Kobo. I don't think we can do that. I think I will eventually also get a Kindle. Like, right now we're doing low buy and everything else, but I might try to find a secondhand one. Or I'm not sure if it's worth it to get a secondhand one, because they are still expensive. I've looked on Poshmark and stuff, and you're never really guaranteed what you're getting, especially with electronics. So I feel like it's something that I will probably buy new. It is something that I would like to get, just so I can kind of compare and draw from more places. I think that will be good. But I do feel like I am going to read more with this. And I think I will be entertained for a little while, at least, with like some of the classics. I think I'll maybe read classics that I haven't taken the time to read. So there is the Kobo review that you didn't know you needed or wanted, but I hope that's helpful. I know I didn't get this sort of information in the tutorials that I watched. Not to say that no one is sharing it, but I just didn't see this sort of transparency, maybe, or like honesty in some of the tutorials that I saw. So I hope this is helpful to you. I hope I don't discourage anyone, but I feel like I would have liked to have known these things before I bought the Kobo, just to kind of manage my expectations a little more, maybe. If nothing else, I probably still would have bought it. It just would have managed the expectations a little bit better. So anyway, thank you for watching. My next video is going to be our January wrap-up for our low buy January. We are doing a low buy at least quarter for the 2025. So I'm gonna go through and do like a January wrap-up of all the budget numbers and where we landed and what went well and what didn't go well. So I will be doing that. That will be my next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you've watched this far. Leave me a book emoji and or like a little upside down smiley face, because that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. And let me know if you have any tips or tricks for like either Kindle or Kobo or the services, subscriptions, where you get your, maybe where there's a place that you can get free ebooks that's legal. But yeah, share in the comments. Let's have a little discussion about this, because I am new to all of this and it's kind of fascinating. But I have a lot to learn, but I do hope that I helped somebody in this video with my review. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have the best day, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, friends. Everybody shush, I'm doing the peel. Hold your breath. Everybody done? We done?
Yep.
Posey needs out, she's scratching.
Crazy, you have to do this for one shot.
Yeah.
What you doing, being Joel?